Today on In the Woodyard, I'm up at my brother Ken's place. We've got snow and it's cold. Let's get to work. So yesterday I came up to my brother Ken's place and we did a bunch of bundling. We did a whole bunch of stuff here at his place, at his woodyard. We did a tour, we did a whole bunch of videos, and you guys have been seeing those, but today is the next day. And last night we got about, I don't know, 6-7 inches of snow, and it was the heavy wet stuff. It's still snowing a little bit today. Ken just went to go get his tractor with his blade on it. He's got a back blade, so he's going to do his driveway. I'm standing in his driveway right now. And so yeah, there's a bunch of snow. I don't know if you can see it, but there's smoke coming out of his chimney because it's supposed to get down into the single digits tonight. So we cranked the stoves. We got a stove going in his house. I mean, the stove is burning in his house. We got a fire going. And we got a fire going in his wood stove in his garage. So he's on his way with the tractor. He should be here pretty soon. I'm going to start doing some shoveling. We're going to get stuff cleared off because winter is officially here. I'm going to go into his garage here and show you the wood that we bundled yesterday. Got a whole bunch of wood in here, and it is getting very dry. So coming in here, I just got to turn some lights on, or more lights on. There's some lights. I'll turn some more on. But yeah, we backed the trailer in here yesterday, and he's got the fire going in here already, as you can see. It's got a good one going. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. I close it up. We got smoke coming out. This is all the wood that we worked on yesterday. This is the cedar that we bundled. We did a trailer load full, and we're going to do another trailer load full probably this afternoon. He's going to do a bunch of plowing first, get it opened up so we can take the trailer to his woodyard and fill up the trailer again with more cedar, because he's got basically about a half of a truckload that's stacked ready to go. And we did the one trailer load full. We did 160 bundles yesterday, so we're going to fill it up again and do another one later today. That'll be on a different video, but right now we're going to go do some shoveling and some plowing and move in the snow. hands are cold already.
Heat packs in too.
Yeah.
Put your gloves on, you just...
Yeah, you need mittens.
But you need gloves.
Choppers.
For, you know, I plowed over there a little bit.
Yeah.
So when we come with the trailer, we can just pull in there.
Yeah.
I plowed out the end of the... I took my leg right off because it was bent so bad. I picked it up and I moved it this summer and it slid off my forks.
Yeah.
And the leg went... So, I mean, I couldn't even put it up because it was bent on top. So I just dropped it off the bottom. But I'll have this on all winter now anyways.
Right.
Yeah. Winter. Winter.
It sucks. It's here.
It sucks. This is the first time I had to plow. You gotta have it just the right position. If I take the bucket off, I can push it in with my fingers. Sweet spot. This right here is broke. This is where it's broke on this side. See, it's pinned in here, but it broke where the pin's in. We welded it once, but it's pretty hard steel. I got to get a new one. The only thing I can do is tack it on the outside. But I got a grease fitting here, and I don't really want to do that, but I got to get a new one. So if I was anal, I'd have every little piece of snow out of here. But right now, this is good enough. It's going to freeze everything down.
Right.
And next time I get a snow, if I want it to look like a parking lot, I can.
Right.
But
well, and the fact you got a tractor with some weight, you can make it look good later once it freezes up. Whereas if you had a snowblower or a little bitty tractor, then you'd have to have it pretty clean because you're going to have ice chunks. But with this, it doesn't matter.
I had a big pile of bark in front of there. That's what I was trying to get down before it froze down. That's that load I told you I got.
Yeah.
I didn't. All I did was that load. I drove to the mill. They dumped it in my trailer.
Yeah.
I paid them the money, and I drove home and dumped it and piled it. I didn't split nothing. Didn't cut nothing.
Just gonna leave it till it dries. Throw it in whole.
It's a little bit dirty.
You might be able to split them in half.
There's no reason.
If you want them later,
it'll all fit in the furnace.
Yeah, I know.
If somebody wants some boiler wood, there you go.
Yeah.
There's 3-phase cord. It was a full cord.
Yeah, and you got a few people that will buy that as is and be happy, right?
Yep. So I ain't gonna tell you what I paid.
I know you got it for.
It was cheap,
for a
but
song.
It took me 2 hours. It's a 2-hour round trip, so I got to figure the diesel in too. I'm still debating if I'm gonna go get more or not. This was kind of a road trip experimental. The problem was the day I went, it was raining. My buddy called me and said, "Hey, let's go for a ride. Let's go get some of that wood." I said, "Okay, it's raining. I can't do nothing else." But because it was raining, they got this piled on a concrete slab. But there's about that much black slime mud on that concrete slab. Guess what they pick up with their wood? Mud. So you see where it's all kind of dark? That's why I didn't cover. I was hoping it'd wash off.
Yeah.
And that's probably 90% oak.
Yeah, it looks like it. Nice big chunks.
Yeah, it's nice stuff.
Yeah.
If it was a little bit closer.
So these are cut-offs from a sawmill.
Cut-offs from a sawmill, yeah. You know, they, like I explained before, you know, they take, I think, 18-foot logs up there. Well, a lot of times the log is 20.
Yeah.
Well, the product they sell is 18. So they just chop off whatever the difference. It might be this much. It might be that much. It might be this much.
Right.
So the logger tends to always cut your logs long. They can always get cut back. If they're short, they get rejected.
Right.
So you're better off to be 2 feet long than 2 inches short, is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get more of this or not. It's like, but, and I don't know how much is available either, you know, and it's an hour drive one way.
Yeah, but
if it was closer, I'd haul all day long. I'd get every piece I could get.
Right.
You know, because look, there's no bark on it. I mean, there's a couple pieces with a little bit, but
you're right. There's a lot of dirt you can see on here. It'll wash.
Well, the dirtiest stuff is in the front because I wanted it facing south so it would dry up and drop off. I've tried to put actually I did the bigger pieces on the back row and the smaller ones are up front.
Right.
But that's almost exactly 3-phase cords because that rack, the back rack, is 2-phase cords, and this is just about 8 feet here, so it's just a shade over a full cord. I'm gonna make one more pass right here because I know there's a bunch of bark and stuff here.
Okay.
Otherwise, this is good enough for tonight. It's gonna warm up. It might melt a little anyways.
Yep. Yeah, I imagine.
But I haven't hardly driven back here this fall. I just spread a brand new load of gravel out right there. I widened out where my culvert goes across. I went from a 16-foot culvert to a 32-foot culvert.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Which made a big difference getting that camper back here.
So people are gonna want to know how many acres do you have?
I have 6 whole acres. Ooh. It ain't much.
That's enough.
The highway's right over here. The Woodyard is just over the hill that way, but I own that way down a quarter mile. It's kind of a long, weird piece of land.
Yeah.
And I got a neighbor right next
up to those red pines.
Yeah, up to the red pine there.
And then over there to the fence, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
It's all right.
Pond.
I like it. The pond's nice.
Yeah.
Something to play in. I got fish in there, so we'll see what happens next year. I'm going to try to catch them. Yeah, that pond has been nothing but a chore. Just a chore.
Just like a swimming pool. Nothing but work.
It's just work. Try to keep the weeds out. You know, and I dug it out twice. That's what this pile of dirt, this is my leftover dirt from there. We took, well, one of my customers that I trade with, he's got a backhoe and a dump truck and a bulldozer and all that, so we trade basically firewood for services. It's a good deal. Anyways, actually, I owe him right now because he brought me the gravel. I didn't pay him yet.
Well, finish your job.
I'm going to make one more pass here. This is good enough.
Yeah.
This is as good as it's got to get until I got to plow again. I can get around here without getting stuck. It can freeze down. Now we can go wrap until we puke. Plowing is complete. Woo!
What are you gonna do now?
These guys are famous. They might be watching this, but
Fosters?
these are good guys. Anyways, yeah, I haven't brought the tractor home in like a couple months. So it sits over there in the cold and you got grease on your shirt. You leaned up against something.
Yep.
So I just greased it because it's nice and warm in here. It's about 80. It's hotter than hell in here actually, but so I'm just gonna fire up the air and blow off all the sawdust and stuff. And
So you just greased it. How many Zerk fittings you got? You said about
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
So now on my tractor, I've got like 21 or 22 because I have grease fittings down here in the front.
Yeah.
Yours are greaseless, you said.
The only
which
thing
is
I
kinda
got
nice.
on the front axles are pivots, the front and the back.
pivots?
That's
Yeah.
it. I don't have nothing on the steering, on the ball joints, nothing like there. So then there's one on the back for the turnbuckle for the 3-point, but I never move that, so I can pump grease in here all day long. It's here someplace.
Right.
I don't know where the hell it's at. But anyways, that's it. Pretty simple.
So now you're gonna hose
Simple
off all
machine, simple man. Everybody's simple.
So now you're gonna hose it off.
Yeah, we got to build up some air, so it's going to get noisy for a little bit. Pretty clean.
Yeah, yours ain't too bad.
I think I changed it not too long ago. It's got an inner in there too. But
Like a mouse nest.
no, I got.
Yeah, you got a whole
When you're
bunch of
driving
that.
through that stuff, it
Yep.
sucks it in.
Yep, I know.
Out in that field in that tall grass,
Yep.
I can pop these sides off. I gotta take these bolts
You
out.
probably shoot it out right from here.
I think I pressure washed this once last summer. Good enough. Good night, Irene.